first thing that's made such a huge transformation for me when it comes to money and overspending is having a long-term vision of the goals that I want to achieve in my life and the kind of life that I want to live. In some of my videos, I have talked about having an overall vision for your life and having goals that are kind of built on top of the vision that you have created for your life. And yes, that vision could change, but having that vision, like whatever it is at any point in your life, would be like a North Star to help you decide what is in alignment versus what is not in alignment for you. So for example, one of the things that I really want in my life is to never have to worry about money again. When I think about the vision that I have for my life, the woman that I want to become, this woman has multiple businesses. She's a successful serial entrepreneur. She's an investor. She's worth a lot of zeros in dollars, right? So like, in my head, as I'm mapping out this vision, it's very clear as to she's financially independent, she's really wealthy, she has her money act together, she's a serial investor, serial entrepreneur. Like, there's just so many things that she does that connects to living this rich, wealthy life. Like, that is the vision that I have. Now, when I think about the goals that would help me create that life, like bring that to fruition or co-create that life and bring it to fruition, one of the goals is investing in businesses, investing in index funds, like just investing to create wealth. Another goal is saving enough for her to be able to do the things that she needs to do financially to create that life for herself. Another goal is like investing in my own knowledge so that I can increase my income and create that level of wealth. Another goal would be starting and scaling successful businesses. So when I think about that woman, who she is, what she does with her money, and all of those things, I start to connect it to what I do in my own daily life as a person and what I do with my money today. Like, how is the money that I have helping me get closer to becoming the woman that I want to become, the person that I want to become, and create the life that I want to create for myself? So if I get $10,000 today, what can that $10,000 do for me that would help me get closer to that vision that I have of the woman that I want to become and the person that I want to become, right? Now, if I didn't have that vision, if I have $10,000 today, I'm more likely to like, oh my gosh, I have money. I want to celebrate the money. I want to celebrate the success. I want to go out, chill with my friends, like all the things that I wanted to buy that I haven't bought before. Now is the time where I'm going to like, yep, now we have the money to buy them. But because I have this vision that's like guiding what I'm spending on or what I'm like putting my money towards, the first thing that comes to my mind is, okay, what exactly do I need to put this money towards that would help me, you know, create the life that I want to create for myself, right? Investing. Okay, so I know that a good portion of that money has to go into investing, a good portion of that money has to be saved, a good portion of that money has to go into like, okay, I want to increase my income. What course or coaching or classes, like what can I do to get me in? Like those are the kind of things that I will be thinking of. Granted, I would also think of the things that I want to buy, you know, things that I like to buy, I want to look cute in, and there's so many of them. I have a whole list that I call things to buy and I just like write them down. But like that isn't the first thing that I will go do with the money, is to go spend, go buy, you know, do everything that I wanted to do that I haven't been doing, right? Because I know I want this money to be a tool to help me create a vision, right? No matter how small, how can it be a tool to help me create the life that I want to create for myself? So the first thing I would say is, it's not just about, oh, I want to stop spending money. And a lot of people do this, I want to stop spending money. And then they like get super frugal and they're saving like crazy. Like, but what are you saving towards? I feel like it's a lot easier to be consistent with like saving and like managing your money and not overspending when it's become like so important for you that your money helps you achieve a goal and you really are very clear as to what that goal is, right? So whatever that money is that's in your bank account, it's so much easier for you to use it wisely if you have a bigger goal for where you want your money to go to. Really get clear as to the life you want for yourself, whether that life is a nomad lifestyle. You want to be able to travel and work from anywhere, whether it's, you know, a lifestyle where you have the freedom to not work, like you don't want to even work, you want to be able to wake up and just chill, live your life and not have to go to work on a weekday, like whatever that looks like for you. What are the big goals that are part of that lifestyle? And then how can your money help you achieve some of these goals? Or how can your money be instrumental to bringing you closer to achieving those goals? So that's the first thing you really want to think about. The second mindset change that like flipped my approach towards money is believing that whatever money I earn is not completely my money yet, until it has served, you know, the bills, it has been used for investing, for saving, my emergency fund, it has been used for like some really core things, then whatever is left, that's my money. So typically when people get their paychecks, like, oh, we just got paid $3K, let's go flex, let's go live life. And by the time they're done flexing and living life and shopping, sometimes you find that you have nothing left to actually pay for the serious stuff, right? Like to pay your credit card debt, to pay your bills, to pay your student loan. Like you don't have anything left because you've gone like, oh, you're like flexing on the money that you have, like your paycheck just came in and your cash gift just came in, your bonus just came, like whatever that is. However, when I started to think, okay, like whatever money comes into my bank account, it's not my money yet. I have like bills that need to get paid. I have student loan that needs to get paid. I have like investing and savings, my emergency fund that I need to get done. Until all of those things are done, that money is not my money. It just changed the way I approach touching the money in my bank account, because then I'll look at my bank account and I'll be like, okay, in this bank account, we have XYZ amount of money. Well, we haven't done this, we haven't done this, we haven't done that. So if we go and decide to start like shopping and doing and like buying stuff or like spending crazily because we feel like, yeah, we have this amount of money in the bank, we don't have an accurate like idea of what money we actually have, because it hasn't done the key things we need the money to do. The next thing that has really helped me when it comes to like avoiding the habit of overspending is following a lot of personal finance content creators. Like, I don't know, every single time I go on IG and I watch Ramit Sethi's videos, or I watch Rich BFF, or just like on YouTube and I see other people talking about like their money and what they're doing with their money, the message that I get, like watching someone who earns $1 million and who only has $40,000 saved in their bank account, I'm like, no. This is not what we're about to do. This is not, How is it that you earn $1 million and yet you don't, like all you have in savings and investing is 40 grand. Like you don't have any investments. You don't have any emergency fund. You just have 40K in your savings. When I watch the videos, I'm like, this is not about to be me. I am not about to be in this situation. And it just kind of makes me be like, girl, get your act together. I was watching this video of a YouTuber called Don't Be a Lemon, and I love her content so much because she's so vulnerable. Again, I'm going to link her account below as well. I think she's really cool, and like you should 100% go check out her content. But as I was watching her videos and she's talking about how she like emptied her 401k and how she went into 80K of debt and like the experience being a former shopaholic, I'm like, girl, like this is not about to be me. No. So the more I watch those like that kind of content, and I see other people talking about their personal finance journey, how much like the mistakes that they've made or how to avoid certain mistakes, it kind of inspires me to get my act together, to be like, yep, we earn money, but we're not about to be at the end of the year not seeing any money in our bank account, even though we've earned XYZ. We're not about to become the kind of people who earn money and spend it all, right? So it's just like, I don't know, it builds like a warning system, like an alarm system in the back of my mind every single time money enters my bank account. It's like, yes, it feels good to have this money, yay us. However, this money is supposed to help us achieve certain goals. It's not supposed to be like a tool for us to put ourselves in situations other people have put themselves in, okay? So it's just like having a warning system. I feel like personal finance accounts are like my inbuilt warning systems to continue to like, hey, this is like, you need to do this, you need to do that, don't make this mistake, don't do this. It just helps me cushion how I approach my money. The next thing that helps me like avoid overspending is really understanding what my priorities are, what is important to me and what is not important to me. So for example, I love looking good, okay? I love like good beauty stuff. I love cute clothes, shoes, bags, hair. I'm your girl. Like those things are very important to me. You know what's not important to me? Driving the latest car. Expensive vacations. Not really. Having to buy a new MacBook every year. Not really. I like gadgets, don't get me wrong. However, is it important to me to like be using the latest MacBook every single year? Most likely not. Me knowing what is a priority versus what is not allows me to approach my money the same way. So yeah, like while people are like, oh, we're going to Italy for vacation, we're going to here for vacation. In my head, I'm just like, that sounds great. But this is not a priority for me. Ramit Sethi calls it knowing what your rich life is. Because for me, my rich life consists of looking cute, having my nails done, having my lashes done, having my brows done, looking put together. That's something I want in my rich life. My rich life consists of making expenses without ever having to worry about money. My rich life consists of like having things I really want. Like this car has been on my vision board and I'm like, yep, this is something that I want to have. However, my rich life does not consist of traveling for vacation every 3 months. It doesn't consist of living a nomad lifestyle. It doesn't consist of having a new car every single year, like having 10 sports cars in my garage. Like that is not something that's important for me when it comes to my rich life, right? My rich life consists of like the things that I mentioned before. I also like eating out. I love helping my family and helping people. That gives me joy. I'm not a big tipper, so I wouldn't say that's in my rich life. And yeah, call me stingy or whatever, I'm just not. However, I'm the kind of person who likes to help people. So like if someone has like someone is sick and they need some extra money to do a surgery, I would love to be able to be like, here's 100K add to like whatever the cost for the surgery is, and just do it anonymously, like have nobody know me. Those are the kind of things that consist of my rich life, okay? Now, when you map out what that is, when other people are throwing around their money and buying stuff and doing things, you're able to say no to some things because it's not in alignment for you in terms of what you enjoy. You're not buying things out of peer pressure. You're not buying things because, oh, you feel like everyone is doing it, you need to do it. Like, you know what's important for you, and that's what you're putting your money towards. There are people who just don't find joy in like looking so like put together, having clothes, like that doesn't give them joy, but they genuinely love to travel. That's their rich life, right? So that's what they're going to put their money towards. And then everything else, they just don't spend as much money on those things. So just knowing what's important to you would go a long way in helping you like cut down on where you're spending, because then you're not buying just because everyone says, oh, you should buy this, and you go buy it. You're also cutting down on areas that are not as important to you to make room for other things that are key. The next thing that's helped me is every single time I see an influencer pushing something. Like I was watching a really like popular entrepreneur that I love talking about something. She was giving a tip on something. And then she was like, if you're new, here are some gadgets I'll recommend that you buy. She recommended like this camera and this and that. And I was listening, I'm like, girl, nobody needs a camera that cool to start creating content on YouTube. You really don't. Nobody does. I wasn't surprised when she ended up linking, like here's a link to the camera for you to buy. And I'm not shading on anyone making their money. I'm just saying, like, be honest about like, hey, you don't need this, but if you really want to go fancy, here's the gadgets, right? Be honest and like own the fact that people don't need that. A lot of these people make money when you make those expenses. So you buy a $5,000 camera or a $1,000 camera. They're going to make some kind of commission on what you've spent money on. So when you know that, it becomes easy for you to question when content creators and influencers are like, this is the thing that, like my cute outfit or whatever. Like you can now accurately question what it is that they're showing you. Because most of the time they're showing you that thing because they have to make money off of selling stuff to you. Whether it's fashion creators who are like always, I got this really cute purse, I got this really cute glasses. Check. It's either they're like being sponsored to do those things, or every single time you buy that thing from them, they get a commission. So you kind of need to know this is a business. It's at the end of the day, it's a business. The more money I spend, the more money they make. When you have that thought, it changes the way you think about influencers and creators and like what they're showing you, especially if you're someone who likes to shop clothes, shoes, bags like me, okay? You think about it very differently. For me, when I see them, I'm like, I no longer say, oh, this person is recommending this, so this would be a good buy. I would say, do I really need this? Like, I know this is just a business, right? So I'm going to question if I really want this, like need this thing or not, which kind of brings me to the next point of just like questioning if you really need something. Is this really something that would add value for me? Just questioning those thoughts before you like go and swipe your card. It's changed so much for me. When I see something, I ask myself, do I really need this? Do I really need a couch of $2,000? I don't. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Do I really need to spend $4,000 on this purse? No, it's a nice to have, but I don't think I need it, So just questioning and thinking about the things that you're buying and the things that you're spending money on before you go and swipe your card makes a world of difference. Because a lot of the things that you might like, oh, this is so cute, may not be something that you need. And if you really like that thing, there are lots of dupes out there that you can get for that thing that's most likely not that expensive, right? I'll give you an example. I love Hermes bags. I love them. I think they're so classy. I love that not a lot of people carry them, so they're not as common as like Chanel bags. I love like original Hermes slippers. I really like them. However, every single time I've gone to look at an Hermes bag, I'm like, do I really need this bag? Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Do I want to get a dupe? No. But do I really need it? I don't think so. I don't think I'm running in circles yet where having an Hermes bag would be important. I'm not working in like real estate or some kind of sales where like what you carry could help you attract high-paying clients. So why do I need this? What do I actually need when it comes to things that I'm buying? I need to have more like really good quality wigs. That is a need. If I think about it and like it's not like high on the list of needs, we are not getting it. It's that simple. So really just question if this is something that you need versus just something that it's so cute, I would like to have it. Because you want to make sure like your money is going to your needs first and then your wants second. I would also add, make a list of the things that you want to buy and prioritize them. Again, I don't believe in deprivation. I have a list. What are the important things that we need to buy next, right? On this list of ours, we are very clear. I am very clear on what my needs are and what my wants are, right? So for me, it's like when it comes to my needs, I need to pay my student loan. I need to like invest in the business. I and my husband have things that we're working towards. That money has to go into those things. I need this, I need this. Those are my needs. Like I'm very clear on what needs are. And then I'm also very clear on what my wants are, okay? Exhibit want number one. I want to buy an actual beautiful raw human hair, and those cost about $1,200. That is a want. That is not a need. So for me, it's like, okay, what are my wants? What are my needs? And I'm going to prioritize them as I go along. Okay, like a need for me is that we make this investment before the end of the year. So this is where a lot of our money will go to as a family because that is a key need. A want for me is that I buy XYZ hair. That is a want. I'm going to prioritize my needs. And even on my list of wants, I still have things that I prioritize based on how much those things cost and if I have the money at the time, how those things are going to be useful to me. Like there's so many things that I'm thinking about. For the hair that's like $1,200, I really don't have the money to spend $1,200 on a hair right now. Not at this point in my life. So as much as it's something that is cute, and when I say I don't have the money, it's not that I don't have it in the bank. I have the money to buy this hair in the bank. I just don't have it because when I think about what is a priority and what is a need, this is just not ranking. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it's just not ranking for me in terms of like priorities right now is to have a $1,200 hair on my head. So just when you think about it that way, it changes everything. It's like, just get clear on your needs, get clear on your wants, and prioritize them. Prioritize them based on where you are in your journey, how much you're actually earning, what like your goals are, and like how much impact that expense would have on you when you make them. I think another thing that's really helped me, and this is very unspoken when it comes to not overspending my money, it's like the kind of people I'm surrounding myself with. A lot of the women in my life are women that have their own goals, both virtual, the women that I follow virtually, and the women that are in my life and really close to me, is women that are very particular about how they're using their money. Maybe it's just like one or two people that I know in my life who are a little bit frivolous with how they spend, but most of the women that I'm surrounding myself with virtually through podcasts, YouTube videos, and the women who are really close to me in real life are very particular about where every penny that they have goes to. And also, when I hang out with these women, I don't feel the pressure that I have to look a certain way, wear certain things, have certain things for me to be in their circle. Like, I could just be chill and just be myself, right? I don't need to buy an expensive purse for me to hang out with them, because for these women, those things are not as much a priority. They're more interested in who I am as a person versus like what purse I'm carrying. It's like when you watch like Sex and the City, right? You realize all those girls, the women in the story, all those women have a certain lifestyle. They have a certain lifestyle. And their friends in that circle all kind of have that lifestyle as well. They eat out a lot, they lunch a lot, you know, they shop, they buy, whether it's buying art, whether it's buying clothes, like that's something that they do. And so if you're in that circle, it may not even be that they're pressuring you into buying those things. You would just like, influence is gradual. It's like, okay, I don't think it's a big deal for me to buy this because XYZ has this purse, so XYZ does this, right? So for me, having those, like just having that circle where I don't feel pressure to look a certain way, to own certain things, to buy certain things, it's been wonderful for me. And here's the thing, a lot of people are not going to tell you what they're doing with your money. So yes, while you might see, you know, some of your girlfriends or your guy friends wearing certain things, looking cute, doing certain things, and you might feel like, I need to buy this as well. You might be surprised that some of them are investing their money. Like they have investments, they have things that you're doing, and you are going to buy the same purse without knowing that they have like things that they've invested their money into. I think this happened to Carrie Bradshaw because in Sex and the City, there was a scene where, you know, her friend was asking her, like, how could you be this frivolous with your money? Her friend is being really smart with her money, but Carrie's like busy shopping and buying the latest whatever, right? Meanwhile, her girlfriends are being smart with their money. They're all looking cute and wearing really nice things, but they're also not being stupid about their money the way Kyra was being. So at the end of the day, it's like, if you surround yourself with people who are very careless about how they spend, but also people who use what you wear, what you own as a status symbol, you could become very tempted to like, oh, I need to buy, you know, XYZ, I need to own this, I need to wear this. You could become that person real quick, and you start spending money that you don't have because you're trying to fit in, or because you just feel like that's what people in your circle do. These are some of the things like I've been doing, things that I've done, mindset changes, habits that's been helping me to avoid overspending, right? A couple other habits I want to introduce is like actual zero-based budgeting. That's something I definitely want to do. I used to automate my accounts. I'm finally in the process of doing it again in the US because I have not been able to do it since I moved here. But this week we are doing it. And I'm very excited because it's almost done. I cannot wait to automate the heck out of my accounts, and it's almost done. It's like everything is finally gradually taking shape, and I'm super excited. But 1,000% automating your accounts help, but like at the core of it, I feel like the things that I've mentioned are the things that have made the most impact and the most difference for me. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please give this video a like if you really loved it, and also hit the subscribe button. I promise you would love it. This channel is all about helping you glow up and become your absolute best self. Okay, have a good day. Bye.